Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us, and we can introduce ourselves to the camera in case there's people watching in places around the world. My name is Rick Green. I'm the chairman of the Concom, and Mark
Cresty, clerk for the Concom.
A new clerk.
Rich Clapper, member.
Tony Capola.
Thank you. So we'll get started on the agenda. Minutes approval. Let's see here. Did I look at the draft? Sorry, I didn't look at the draft, Mark. Mark was good enough to try.
I gave you too much notice.
wait to the minutes or the recording.
I know, I seen him, I read them all.
That's awesome.
All right, you ready? Good.
I was going to do this, but I didn't get to it. Nice job.
It was very professional, I will say.
I think it's pretty funny. Good punctuation and grammar. It's unbelievable. I think that's great.
My elementary school did a good job.
I make a motion
I'd make a motion, we accept the minutes
I'll
as
second
read.
it.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Nice. Public hearing continued from September 6th. There's nobody's. Oh, are you? Oh, yes, you are. Good. You snuck in like an Indian. I didn't hear you. Okay, so we will continue the public hearing then. We'd like to open up the hearing again, or continue the hearing. And last time we were kind of floundering around, waiting to see if there's any more information from the DCR or whatever that might have indicated approval to put this thing
They're
in.
waiting for you. This is all a mystery to me. But it's been ongoing for a year. And the last time, this group, Mallory, told me I had to submit a notice of intent, which I did, to DEP or whoever's in charge, so that you could come and see what my dock looks like. That's my understanding. I don't know. I'm just trying to get a license or be told that I don't need one because it's a temporary dock on a private lake. Seasonal. Now we didn't think I need one, but you still have to jump through the hoops. So I don't know, I assume, I didn't know about the meeting last week, but then, somebody sent me an email.
I sent you an email on it.
Yeah, so I came today. I assume that you got the notice of intent, but I don't. I assume you got something back from DEP, otherwise I can't see that. I take your word for it.
Well, it's not a notice of intent. It's a request for determination of
Okay.
applicability
Okay,
to see whether the
Right.
Concom feels that this falls within their jurisdiction.
I have so many papers.
Yeah, I think that's what we were wondering, whether it did.
That was the
whole
question.
thing, 'cause
Whose
it's in the middle.
jurisdiction was it?
Yeah, and I think
Yeah.
it's,
Because of the
I
100
think
feet.
it's- I think it's that
And
guy's
we
jurisdiction.
thought it was your jurisdiction.
Yeah, Yeah, it's probably DCR's search.
Yeah, that was, our feeling.
Well, it's both, seemed to be the answer.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
the Concom looks at it from the wetland side and you look at it from the watershed protection side.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So. You want
Is this yours?
Yeah, please.
But in that first 200 feet, just about everything is your,
Yeah.
Up to you.
Up to 200 feet, it's no alteration unless eligible for an
400 feet of
exemption.
what, water?
From the bank of a tributary or surface water. There's no alteration unless eligible for an exemption or variance.
So somebody has to tell DEP that it's 200 feet?
No, DCR. DCR,
Okay, whoever.
Yeah.
I've dealt with so many different ones, I don't know anymore.
I can reach out to you after this meeting tomorrow and we can touch base and I can walk you through the
Are
steps
you-
for DCR.
Mark?
Alan Rantola.
I'm Mark.
Okay.
This is
You're
Mark.
the one that sent me the email.
Yes.
He's actually DCR.
And you,
DCR. I can get your contact info from Mark and then we can go from there.
So,
go from there means what?
I can email you and ask, give you the steps on how to apply.
I've already done all that.
Have you applied for DCR or
I've
DEP?
done all that, I just didn't bring the paperwork yet. I've posted notices, I've done everything up to the point where it says on the form, Concom has to come and look at it. That's
So-
the point I
But
made.
So,
I think she did our paperwork.
did you,
No,
No?
state paperwork.
DEP.
Oh.
so if you got the information from DCR, then it's up to us now.
Right. Whether it's, I know it's DCR.
There's a lot of acronyms. going around here.
Do whatever.
yeah, I think we were waiting for, what is the determination or from the DCR?
DCR, that's exactly what we were waiting
What's
for.
that piece of paper that you were just showing me?
The one you were showing her, Mark?
That is Tony's got it, but it's the request for determination of applicability under the Wetlands
Can I
Act,
see it?
not under watershed protection.
I don't see why you can't see it.
Super secret.
And right, so this is B. This is what I sent to WPA, DPE, DP,
DEP.
Department of Environmental Protection. I sent this in at least 2 months ago.
Yeah, it's just a different organization.
So who has to do this? August 9th.
So you would apply through DCR as
You
well?
want to take a quick look at that and just
But I did.
tell us if we can go take a look at it and
Yeah, you guys, I mean, feel free to go take a look at it.
well, and say yes to it.
I can't, I couldn't say yes, that's the regional director who makes. I can't speak for him, but
Who's the regional director?
Dan Clark for DCR. I can email you all the information so we can clarify
I
everything.
just feel like I'm starting over from square one.
It's a,
Already posted notices in the paper.
and
I've already done everything up to this last step that
Wait.
involves Concom.
this is 14 Streeter Road.
Yeah.
Did I meet you years
Yes,
ago for
yeah,
tree
no.
removal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
So this
done.
is a new-
That's something else.
Yeah,
That's all done.
so that process,
Yeah, I
don't
had,
duplicate it.
Done.
I had looked at the tree removal,
Now-
I had approved after you had looked at it.
Okay.
They sent, I assume them, sent me something about my dog, saying I needed a license.
It really seems like you guys should act on this, because the two programs operate in parallel. The watershed protection over there with Alan, the wetlands protection sits with you.
We understand that, but we can't do it alone.
No, but they're not sequential, or they don't have to be sequential.
Yeah, they don't have to be,
I mean, we would say yes.
Right, it's a floating dock, right?
Yeah.
Basically.
With,
it's
with
floating.
a walkout. What do you call it, a wharf to a dock, a little dock, wood,
I mean, if you feel,
not attached.
if under your normal criteria, it's a negative determination,
That's
I
what they
think
were
you should,
looking for.
I think you should complete that and then let Alan deal with things from the watershed side and they reach their own decision.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes, I
Fine.
know that's what
So we-
Mallory said way back when I first started this. I needed a negative determination from you guys.
Well,
No?
I would go over and take a look at it probably like Thursday.
I'll be home.
You could take a ride if you
Sure.
like.
Sure.
You can come see the garage, Tony. Or what started anyway. Remember that? You had
Yes.
to
So-
go for that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's good advice in the interest of moving this thing along for this poor lady who wants to try to do something. And
I'm just trying to follow the law.
so we could go take a look, and if we send a site visit with some notes to you, or we have to sign it now and
Well, I mean, if you think a site visit is necessary, then you probably shouldn't sign it now.
Well,
I would like to follow what they want. And I couldn't tell you the difference between 10 feet and 200 feet.
But I mean, the Form 2, the determination itself is all pre-filled out here,
yeah.
except for, what your decision is.
Right.
And the signatures. It can go with you.
I mean, I can't see any reason that we would
No.
say no unless you're gonna blast for it or something, you know.
Right. Take down 100 trees and do some excavating.
How do you do
Yeah.
that? For the other one?
You're not running electricity to it, you're not doing,
Nothing.
you're
We're not
putting,
tearing up stumps.
you're putting a floating portable dock
Yeah,
in the water.
yeah. Well, it's in the water.
It's in the water. So it's there already.
Yeah.
Right, so,
Yeah.
so, do we have any, is this a public hearing, so is there any other comments from the public about this?
Is that enough?
Is there any questions or concerns from the commission? I don't really have any either.
Me either.
I'm not
So-
even the only dock on the lake, so
So I make a motion, we approve.
Right, then we don't even need the site visits then probably.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, all in favor? All right,
what does that mean?
that means that the Concom has reviewed the drawing, and we had this internal discussion, or a discussion right now, where we decided that there's no further action required on your part for the Conservation Commission's point of view.
And then you send
But-
something to tell them?
But you have to deal with them.
DCR also has to give approval because of the
Right.
water.
All right. So on the negative determination.
Contact info
And your
already.
DCR?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have your contact.
You're lucky Alan's here tonight.
Right.
It's just happenstance.
Right.
He was,
He came here just for you.
So you're coming to see me on Thursday? or
No,
what?
no, we're not even coming now, you,
what time's coffee?
Whenever you want it.
and
Always
blueberry
on.
pie, and I don't like a lot of gelatin in it.
You're gonna email me?
Okay.
Blueberry pie.
Yeah, I'll make
And
a
I
payment.
can
So-
send you
So on the
one.
negative determination,
Yeah, no, that's perfect.
Okay,
it is an area subject to protection under the Act.
thanks, guys.
The work described in the request is within an area subject to protection under the Act, but will not remove, fill, dredge, or alter that area. Therefore, said work does not require the filing of a notice of intent.
Yes.
I think that's what you're trying to
Yes.
say. Okay. All right.
That'd be appropriate.
So, and I think that's the only thing that's required here other than signatures. So before we break tonight, let's get your signatures
Why don't
on
we
this.
just do that right
Do that right
now?
now?
Finish that up. All right, make a motion, we close the hearing then?
Make a motion, to close the hearing.
Second? All in favor? Aye.
He's all excited.
All right, the next agenda item is a public hearing. Request for determination of applicability for D2 builders. Wetland delineation on Ragged Hill Road. Make a motion, we open the hearing.
I'll make a motion, to open the hearing.
Second? All in favor? All right, maybe you can just go over what we,
Sure. So I'm here on behalf of my father Julian, and these are for you guys, if you'd like. But I figured I would bring this.
I don't need it.
Well, this is a revised plan from the original application, right?
Yes, I believe so.
922, yes, it is.
It is.
So we've got a property on Ragged Hill Road. We're looking to do determination of applicability to agree upon the wetland lines as are shown on the plan. My understanding from what I've heard is that somebody from the board's been able to walk out there, but
Tony and I
Both Rick and I have been out there.
walked out there, yes. So the idea tonight is just to get, what, just to get the approval of the delineation.
lines, and the understanding is any work that would be done, the E2 builders or whoever would have to come before this board before they can do anything
As far as
as far
construction.
as construction or approvals.
I see.
Yeah, this is the one that we didn't like the wetland delineation before.
So we went out again and looked at it.
And this is the new delineation here,
Yes.
and I'm not sure that I like that.
Here's the
Yeah.
old house site, the driveway over here.
Oh, okay, I'm
This is
I'm looking at, okay, I see
Yeah.
now, I'm looking at it wrong, okay.
From what
All right.
what I had heard from
No,
him is that before we only showed
yeah,
This part up
only
here.
a part up here.
yeah.
Do you want to see the original plan to
that would,
compare it?
that would show it.
Excuse me?
Did you want to see the original plan to compare it?
Yeah,
Well, this is all completely clear cut in there and it was very dry, so, you know. It looked pretty good until it started doing soil samples and stuff. It didn't look so great.
still love to do.
So this is how it was. And
Yeah.
we were questioning this area
Air it down.
and doing the soil samples in here and
Yeah.
and looking at the vegetation and we decided that it needed to go further.
Further, yes. I don't know, it hasn't come over a hell of a lot. I thought we were,
No, it's going this way. We extended it down. This is where that septic tank was,
yeah.
right down in here.
Yeah.
So we went that way along.
This is our
in the-
road.
in the valley. Yeah.
All right, this is our road up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the new plan right
Yeah.
here. where it's come down with, I don't know what the
Over
scale is
here,
on that
but-
one.
So it looks like it's extended. I don't
Yeah.
have a scale on me, somewhere on the order of 100 to
Yeah, this was all figured as
100 plus
There's
feet.
wetland before, and now you brought the wetland over to here. So there's room for a driveway to come down in here.
Well, the driveway's going up this way,
Yeah.
in the back.
Oh,
This is a-
This was the long.
Right, there's a
Oh,
driveway in
okay.
here on the other side of the stone wall for this house right here.
Yeah, okay.
So he's talking
yeah.
about putting a driveway through here.
Through here, right.
Yeah. Past the,
Yeah. So this is,
But then I
Alright,
have to go
so
back
it's-
to you before
so
anything.
basically this is what we're talking here, so this is where it was extended to.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's just the delineation you're considering.
Yeah,
tonight.
that looks,
We,
that looks
we
more
went back
real.
and forth, we had questions about
Yeah,
it.
that
but
looks
we
more realistic.
decided it was reasonable.
yeah.
There are hardwood, there are upland trees all through here. They don't look the greatest, but they're.
Yeah, they had suffered, I mean, no question about it. There's a lot of raw water still running through there, but there is drainage there, and there's no sitting water, and in doing a couple of borings, there was drainage through there.
Well, do we have any, Rich, do you have any questions about this? The rest of the site looks like the grades are going up, this is pretty nice, through here. And if they're gonna break this lot up, obviously they're gonna have to do something with driveways and everything.
Now, what I don't see on here is we talked about there being some culverts in here. At least one culvert, and probably going up as high as a 16-inch culvert coming across there. I don't see any culverts at all.
That would be required when they do put in a drive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
this is
is
existing.
just delineation of the wetland area.
No, I know, but we did talk with Julian, and he said that he would show a culvert on the print. That's why I'm bringing that up, and I don't see it. But all right, but I understand.
Okay.
He's done what he said, except I don't see about the culvert, and when there's drawings for it, then I can say the culvert.
Right, when does that house sited on or whatever, the driveway? Design?
But when we talked with Julian, he did say that he would mark culverts on it, so, our culvert.
I do know they did show a swale there. I'd imagine that's where the culvert will go. My only thought is, I'm wondering if he didn't want to show a culvert because we don't want to show something that's not there on this plan.
Yeah, that may well be.
Basically, this plan is telling us what's there today.
Put it wetland. All right,
That's my guess.
it sounds good.
I'm just the messenger.
You're just the engineer. Swale.
He just said, have him sign this as a positive determination.
All right,
So the determination you're making is the boundary delineations of the following resource areas described on the reference plan are confirmed as accurate. Therefore, the resource area boundaries confirmed in this determination are binding as to all decisions rendered.
excuse me. I have trouble off here. One person talking, go ahead, please.
Yes.
The resource area boundaries confirmed in this determination are binding as to all decisions rendered pursuant to the Wetlands Protection Act and its regulations regarding such boundaries for as long as this determination is valid. Those are the wetlands
Yes.
for future
Yeah.
submittals or whatever.
Okay, I guess you're right. I guess,
Yeah.
if you say so. The legalese, I have some trouble sorting some of that out. I'm listening.
All right, so you need to take your vote.
Okay,
All right, I make a motion to accept
all right.
Second.
seen on the plans.
All in favor?
Right.
Did the accuracy of the layout of the wetlands is reasonably accurate? Mm-hmm. Okay. Right, all in favor? Aye. Thank you.
So, Messenger, did Julian send you with a check for the advertising fees?
He did not. Is that something you guys?
All right, we'll still have to work that out, but
Yeah.
I'll send
You'll
him
send
an
an
email.
email? Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, and he did said it, so.
All right, make a motion, we close the hearing then.
Make a motion, we close the
Second,
hearing.
all in favor? Aye.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
Good seeing you.
Nice to see you. Take care. We got old business now. Item number 5 is order conditions for Calmac notice of intent on Worcester Road. And we had looked at that, Tony and I went and looked at it because it was kind of a poor lot, and we wanted to see for ourselves whether the wetlands delineation looked reasonable, which it did. So I wrote the site.
Yeah, so
Is it-
negative
no.
determination on that.
Yeah, we basically just had
It was tight, that's why we went and looked at it. A real tight
do you
lot.
want, this is something we have to sign now? Right, we do.
Well, that's Julian. It was a notice of intent, so you need to
Yeah,
issue an order of conditions
yeah, so it,
to go with that, which I thought I had printed out. But let me... No, oh, here it is, right in front of me. So you guys took your vote last meeting. And basically said that
we wanted to have a peek at it.
erosion control measures needed to comply with the notes on the submitted plan.
Yes, yeah.
So that's,
And it did comply.
so that, oh, they already have.
The wetlands, no, the wetlands complied. We agree with the
You
wetlands,
agree
but
with
we
the
didn't talk,
setbacks.
and the only order conditions we had talked about, I think, was that the erosion control should be as shown on the plans.
Plans, yes.
And I don't know if there's any, I don't think there was anything else we discussed.
That was it.
No. I don't. Yeah,
So the order of conditions, so it wasn't a negative determination. You were approving
We would approve
the
it.
plan that was
Approve
submitted.
it, Yeah.
right.
So the order of conditions is going to be that it's approved, subject to the following conditions, and the following conditions will be use erosion control measures like you said you were going to on the plan.
Right, exactly. There was nothing else special.
No.
No, they have to, you send it back to them and they have to file that at the courthouse and everything.
Yes, they have to record the order of conditions. One thing I'm missing on this, I don't know if you guys have any idea, but since it was a notice of intent, there's going to be a Mass DEP number on it. And I don't know how I track that down. I don't know if you
I don't know
guys-
either.
Okay.
I don't,
I'll probably have to figure that out, because that's probably an important part of this order of conditions.
yeah.
You know the signs that you see, Mass DEP
Yeah.
number, such and such.
Right. So, I don't know how that's flagged, or, a copy goes to DEP or something, and they issue a number, but I
Yeah,
don't
I mean,
know.
my guess is that when this thing was submitted, there was probably some correspondence that needed to go at that point to the state, which may or may not have happened
Yeah.
back in
There's a
July.
good chance.
I don't know.
There's a good chance that it may or may not have happened. You never know.
So I will,
But it might be in the file.
When it was submitted in July, it wasn't split up yet. The lot wasn't split up yet, so they couldn't do what they were doing. Because the address was still the other road, Halford.
Halford Road.
Halford Road.
Right. So that's what held things up. Then they had to change things around. Because I remember that.
Yeah, it's interesting. That sounds about right. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
okay, so,
Is this what you want? The number?
the last time we looked at that, we were looking at a lot from Halford Road.
Yeah.
Actually, no, we weren't. We looked at the
'Cause it
place where the
wasn't-
house is built now on
Yeah.
Halford Road. That's when we looked at that.
But it hadn't been split off yet.
That's the one that had the rubbish all
The
over.
trash.
Yeah, the trash.
You know, 50 years of dumping over the
Yeah.
bank.
But this was part of that same lot and they split it
Yeah,
up.
and they split it up after, and the other one came in from Worcester Road. And we don't ever know.
It hadn't been complete.
We don't ever know what happened to the trash.
Talk about, yeah, they just put over the bank. Talk about two bad lots. One of them over the bank,
Yeah.
going down a hill, steep hill, full of trash, and then behind that, all the way out Worcester Road. No one ever thought of developing those.
The other ones are really, the other part that he's got is really wet,
okay.
that other section.
So we've got our DEP number, and I'll write up the condition that erosion control measures comply with the plan, and we'll get it back to them.
Well, we're cooking with gas ever since you came along. We signed 3 documents in one night.
Get right as crap. When do I get my house?
Loan a
We
pen.
still only have 1 pen though.
I have my own pen here. I come prepared.
Okay, old business. So you're all set with that now, Mark, on the CalMac thing?
Yes, I believe so.
Great.
I'll double check it, but I think that's everything I need.
All right, item 6 is, agenda item is follow up on the Moosehorn Pond alterations that we met with Alan and Francois and Rich and I. So, have you heard anything more since they sent that second letter over?
Yeah, we have that site visit next Tuesday for the owners at 49.
Okay.
I forget what time that is, 11 or 10. I forwarded it to you.
Yes.
And I haven't heard anything back from 47,
That would be Cisco.
Young, Kevin Young. So I've only sent letters to those 2 so far.
Has Cisco been approached, gotten a letter yet?
No, I haven't sent him a letter yet. I'm really focusing on the property owners right now because the violations are occurring on their lots. And what they do to protect their property is,
In that Frisbee thing,
Yeah.
that's not Cisco, that's another club out of Fitchburg.
Oh,
Oh.
But he may belong to that club.
Right, well, that's
That's the only
the
thing
problem,
that-
is
yeah.
he may be or maybe not
may
be. or
be- he
somebody-
may belong to that.
Yeah, might,
But
certainly.
that's not his, that's not his club. I found that out from one of the guys I work with. Cause I showed him that, cause I took a picture of that. And I'm like, see, look at these, and he goes, that's not his thing. He goes, that's a different club in Fitchburg.
so are there those things set up on that property as well? Or is it just that it's been cleared
I
and
have
just
no
the
idea.
dam has been breached?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
so they have the map online. It's called like Moosehorn Disc Golf Course. And you can actually see the whole layout of the course and it goes all the way to the tracks. I spoke with Mia McDonald
Mia McDonald.
today. She's a DEP circuit rider, and she mentioned that she would suggest for you to send an enforcement order to the property owners, and then also to, I guess,
Yeah, I mean, she was also interested in Cisco, but
Yeah.
it sounds like that's not appropriate.
he's not the
He's not the landowner.
the club owner or whatever it is.
Right.
I don't know.
I will, though, note that the Cisco property is also on Moosehorn Pond. And it is my understanding, because we didn't walk it last time all the way out there, and we didn't walk it 2 years ago or 3 years ago when we did the site visit at that point in time. It does extend all the way to the railroad tracks, and there are significant alterations even in that area, and that does belong to the Cisco's. I'm just saying that because I've been there and we've seen that. I think the major work that has been done and the disturbance of the vegetation has been on the property that belongs to the lots on 47 and 49 of Gilbert Road.
And now, these property owners, are they aware that this has all been done? Who knows?
I definitely know 49, they were unaware of anything going on their property because they're a company that has housing for disability patients, and I spoke with the managing director, and he's like, didn't know anything was
They don't go back there probably.
Yeah, they don't go back there at all. It's bushwhacking, like, once you get to the rear of their property,
And so-
their backyard, so.
At 47, did talk to them?
I haven't heard back from them yet. I know I reached out to a lot of people back in 2019 when this first came up, and I got the feeling some were aware that activity was going on, but they figured it was harmless because it's just
Right.
this golf course, but kind of expanding beyond that. And when I spoke to Cisco back then, we came to the conclusion that he'd stop cutting vegetation. There's trails out there, we don't have issues with the trails. Just stop clearing the land and stop altering any vegetated wetlands. But
So he was basically agreed that he was affiliated somehow with the action out there, you know?
yeah, he actually reached out to me at that point and said, I'm sorry, I'm the guilty party, what can I do to fix this? And I met him at his house and we walked the course. It actually started in his backyard. I don't know if the course still starts in his backyard,
Probably.
but
Okay,
it's safe
so
to
you know-
assume.
You didn't know a lot about it.
I mean, I've had dealings with Cisco before. They haven't been good dealings. I just wonder. That's all. Why even bring up the name?
Okay, so we have a site visit. And what day was it? You said
Tuesday, the 11th.
Tuesday.
So that's specifically with the IPP landowner.
Yes.
Did you guys want to expand your walk to see what's going on over on the Cisco
Well,
property or not?
That's my next question. When you do hear back from 47 and 47, if they say, we know nothing about it, you are going to, hopefully you are going to extend one more down
Oh,
to
yeah.
Cisco's. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
because, yeah, violations are occurring within the primary zone, so I have to follow it up the road. And
There's a question to both the Concom and DCR, and it has to do with the fact that the water levels are still low. And, my question here is, the dam at this point in time, which has been breached, what happens there now? Is it just has to go back to nature, or is there going to be some effort at plugging that back up? I'm just, out of ignorance, I'm just trying to understand, because it does impact us from the water level perspective, as you witnessed when we were there.
yeah, I think it was plugged up when we last went.
Not completely, it was just, there was some activity from beavers. It is still incredibly low, even though we've had,
Right.
and I don't know if I haven't been back there, so, since we went there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to stay away from that area.
I can inject a little extra information on that topic, because Moosehorn Pond is on the Great Ponds list,
He's on the what?
Great Ponds list,
Okay,
which has a different regulatory program associated with it.
good to know.
And
Because I'm a resident there.
and dropping the water level in a great pond is illegal. It's handled by DEP, not by a DCR.
Well, I've only approached Concom and DCR, just wanted to let you know.
Yeah,
So if there's another entity that needs to be.
I can send you the,
Okay,
information on that program.
yeah, I appreciate that.
Do you have any idea on whether that beaver or what's causing this level to be down? Can that be filled back in, or does nature have to take its course again, like you asked?
Which
Well-
is really truly my question, because it does impede us from enjoying the pond, because we are active kayakers there.
Yeah.
And at this point in time, there's just no way we can get out.
Right, well, there was a beaver dam across there that's been pulled apart, and then maybe some work done even to lower on the old levee that's there. The
Correct.
levee that's
So it
as
was
wide
actually-
as this table. you
So,
know,
so
some
what
mud.
was the reason for them wanting to lower the level?
Can't
We
figure that
don't
out.
know.
Okay, I mean, I'm just wondering, was there?
I'm gonna help you out.
Makes no sense why they wanted to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they like running water as they were golfing. They hear it babbling,
I
going
don't
down through
know.
it.
Tony right there.
So
I had seen
it'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Hard to believe that the beavers would
Yeah,
let
the
that
beavers didn't
go
clean
like
it
that.
up.
No, they didn't clear it up like that.
Oh,
No, it was actually rebuilt at
Yeah.
one point in time, since
Yeah,
we,
they cleared up
when
whole
we
area
visited this
right there.
place 2 years
Yeah, I
ago,
would have loved to have made the walk,
It- it
but I just
happened-
couldn't do it.
it was left
That's all.
alone.
See a
and
big
it was
pile of
rebuilt,
brush.
And the
Yeah.
water level went up really nicely.
A big, huge pile of brush
It is-
there.
This year again.
Another big
just
pile of brush.
dramatically dropped
I mean,
again.
they're all over the place.
This
So
year, and I've been
if
And
47,
that's the disc golf.
Yeah.
so if 47 doesn't know why that was done, or they have nothing to do with it, then I certainly would go one more down.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that's been trenched out there.
Yeah.
See, they got a line going down
Yeah.
there and everything else.
Oh, yeah, there's been equipment over there.
Yeah, that's different.
All right, so, Alan, you talked about enforcement action that we're supposed to do or something?
Mia mentioned that she'd probably contact you guys and suggest like an enforcement.
Yeah, I mean, that is an option for you.
Yeah.
It's not a requirement, but, I mean, you'd have to decide who to issue it to. I mean, you can issue it to either the property owners, or if you can identify who's doing the work, you can issue it to that party.
But even if you issue it to them, they don't even have the right to go on that property to repair it.
Right.
You guys
So-
could also hold off until we have the meeting with property owners, see how, you know, open they
That's
are,
what I would
like
say.
fixing the situation, or even just no trespassing on that property and something. And if they're not cooperative, then whatever.
Yeah.
If I may, I would also like to remark on the fact that not only is it on the dam itself, but as we were walking back, you remember I walked with you down further below
Yes.
where the stream was coming out. And that basically, that area, even that area has been altered because there's been, I mean, there was a wooden structure that was put there, there's been rocks that have been moved and so forth. So I believe it's the same group of individuals who are doing this here.
Right.
So I think it's not just important for us to look at it just from the beaver dam, and also the part that is adjacent to the pond, meaning within the 200 feet. But there's a stream, there's that stream that basically feeds the waterfall. All of that, I believe, is also under that jurisdiction.
All of that is, yeah.
And so as,
Expertise.
and so as a result of that, I would like to just make sure that you're made aware, and that the owners are made aware that that is also property that belongs to them, and that that is being altered and that is being utilized for that purpose.
Yeah, I'm planning on working my way up the road,
Okay.
one homeowner at a time.
God bless
The whole street on, in here, one night street.
That is all property of 49. Even where that stream comes down
Yeah,
is all part of 49's property.
well, if that's the case, and that's good, because then that takes up a good portion of the violation.
That is correct.
Okay.
Now, how far from the home 49 is it into the woods and away from the house and all that? You say the director over there,
I think
he
he
knows.
said it's 10 acres up there, that parcel? I thought he said it was a 10-acre lot.
So we're talking maybe that's like 400, 500 feet from the house, or
Yeah, probably.
um,
'Cause you can't see the house from back
you
there.
can't see it, so.
No, it's a long.
And it's pretty thick.
Yeah.
It's all laurel wood and stuff like that. Pretty thick.
Okay.
I guess we just wait for your,
Wait for Tuesday, see how Tuesday goes, and I don't know if anyone's gonna join us from here.
Is anyone
I have to
interested?
work, so
Going.
I wouldn't be able to.
I could probably go,
Okay,
you know.
yeah, the regional director from DCR, he's gonna go as well, so.
That's 10 o'clock.
I would love to go, but you'd have to take me.
Right, it's a long way.
Area.
Yeah, yeah, you ain't gonna
I would love to. I didn't say
It is a nice walk. It's not, you've been on worse walks.
I don't want you to have to bring in a helicopter
When we
to
got out,
rescue
when we
me.
got all the way out there, I'm like, I
We'll
don't know
drag
why
you out
Tony
with a
didn't
toe.
come. We got all the way out there, we're like, I don't know why Tony didn't come.
Tony knew why he didn't come.
Yeah.
These poor.
Where are you meeting?
That,
At the address 49
Okay.
in that driveway.
that property is 10.4.
Poor old legs have climbed too many stages. This thing got it anymore.
Practice, I'm sorry. That's not that
I
far.
mean, I'll ask him if he lets me go, then I'll go, but
They weren't
No, I know. What can you do?
yeah.
What can you do? You're not supposed to be doing two jobs at the same time.
Right. It is still town work though.
It is. Instead of taking a coffee break over there, you can take a coffee break over there. But you only have 10
But
minutes.
they're doing it at 10 o'clock, not 9
I'm
o'clock.
sure he's not. I'm sure he's not.
All right, we have had enough discussion on this at this point. Anything else? All right, well, thank you for coming all the way from Deltatown.
No problem.
That's awesome. We'll see you Tuesday.
All right, sounds good. Have a good night.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you as well.
Administrative matters. We,
I have a potpourri.
okay, Mark's gonna lead the discussion on this. Mark's doing a great job. He's trying to come up to speed, figure out who does what to who and who, you know, whatever, what the procedures are. He's familiar with New Hampshire and pretty familiar with Massachusetts, I would say, definitely.
I read his,
Resume.
short of his bio, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So last meeting you signed the order of conditions for Sulky that had been signed electronically, and you guys did wedding signatures last time. So what happened to that document?
I don't know who took, I don't know.
I don't know where it went. It went on your desk, or under your desk, or in the box near your desk, or on the windowsill.
Okay.
I don't know.
If it didn't, we'll sign again.
So I can't answer the question where it went.
I don't know.
All right.
Let's see. He was gonna.
We
Come
had
down, I get a
nobody
copy.
here, so it had to be you that picked it up.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Did we sign it?
You did sign it.
The digital recording showed us and film showed us signing it.
I don't know.
So then Rick would have picked it up.
Where it
Probably in his paper.
Yeah, probably the paperwork.
got left on the table.
Another issue. A building permit application just came in today on Hale Road. It's the way the building permit system works is that there's an approval step for conservation issues, if any, which is independent of any formal filing. It looked like this is where lot sits on Hale, a little bit north of Nutty
Oh,
Nutty
yeah,
Pond.
okay.
We went and looked at that one, Tony, last year.
Yeah,
New lot that goes up
that's
the
the
road.
one with the guy,
It's all cleared and stumped already.
Got a little spot near the road and then it drops off in the back.
Yeah, it's like 2/3 wetlands, but there's a sizable upland portion up by the road.
Yes.
Which
It's a
is,
nice lot, really. So we looked at that and said, that we didn't see a problem.
why not?
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
there was,
That was my impression.
yeah, it was legal to put a.
Yeah, I mean, their closest construction to the wetlands is the well, which would be in back, and it's 165 feet to
Feet.
the wetlands.
Yeah,
So I didn't really see any issues.
No.
no,
So-
we didn't either.
Yeah, okay, so I'll just
Okay, so you're
stamp
just,
off on that approval.
you're just looking to, that's good. To
I'll
stamp that.
usher the building permit application on its way to the next person.
That's very good.
Yeah, last thing. These site inspections that were completed in September. I've got 2 for you, Rick, and 2 for Tony.
Yep.
Okay.
So you guys want to get these processed for payment? That's the idea
Yeah.
here? Here.
Yeah, Tony didn't want them, but I insisted that he get paid.
Okay, so I'll follow up with the,
Because I donated the last 10.
Last 10 years of his life were donated.
so I'll follow up with the people across the street.
So
and
now
see-
maybe if you get these 2, you can like go out to
Right.
Williams some night
Yeah. You can take your way
well,
out.
and get a hamburger.
With the cost of fuel going up, I guess I gotta get paid.
Problem. That's funny. I don't, going back to Mr. Silky, I don't have it here. I can look at home, see if somehow I have one more pile at home. So I will review that, and if I have it, I'll bring it over to you.
Okay.
Post.
Oh, yeah, he was even in here.
Yeah, he was here
Yeah,
that night.
Nate was
he
here,
came in that
right,
night.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you handed it to him,
No.
which is,
No, I know
think
he
he was
didn't
gonna
hand it
come
to
back and get a copy from Mallory.
Right.
I think after we signed it or something.
Yeah.
That's how I kind of recall, because we didn't give it to him that night.
Right.
okay. So I don't know if you guys have run into Mia McDonald yet. We were referring to her earlier with Alan. She's the circuit rider for DEP on wetlands issues, which means she provides advice.
What's her name?
Mia McDonald?
I don't know her.
Okay.
No, the one that
No,
we were
the gal
dealing with
that
was
comes
Jen.
in. Yeah.
Yeah, her name was Jen.
Anyway, I'm signed up for a virtual session with her on Friday to, introduction to the Wetland Protection Act in Massachusetts. And hopefully that'll get me up to speed quicker on
That's nice.
some of
So
these paperwork issues.
It's like an MACC thing, is it?
Well, she's state,
Right.
but similar.
Okay,
Yeah,
I see.
advisory role.
Is it an in-person thing or is it?
No, it's Microsoft Team.
That's nice.
So hopefully that'll get me going quicker than I'm stumbling on my own.
We should all do it.
Well, that is a possibility. I mean, I'll let you know if, well, I don't know. It might be basic for you guys, having done this for many years, but
Yeah.
Did you get the card on something that's going on? I think it was in Fitchburg, maybe Friday night. No.
No.
DCR.
Oh, the only thing I got was something from North
North County.
Worcester, North County
yeah,
Street Road
Land-
Association.
Land Trust.
No, Land
yeah.
Trust. That's right. That's what it was. And it was gonna
Yeah, I
be
got something on that too.
something, right,
Yeah, and that was in Pittsburgh, the sandwiches or something.
yeah. And where was it? It wasn't Oak Hill? No,
Yeah, I don't know.
I wasn't planning to go.
No, I'm going.
You are going?
No.
Oh,
I'm not.
okay, that's it for me.
really? So you figured out, like the processing, I just wanted to reinforce the whole thing with the site. Let's talk about the site walks. So the site walks should normally be instigated by a customer that wants to have us look at the site. Like, for instance, Mr. Vortruba wanted us to do,
He requested it.
yeah, so he should pay for us to go out there.
There is a fee associated with that
$40 fee.
request for a site inspection.
Yeah.
But he didn't do that, because we just went out and looked at it out of the goodness of our heart.
But he knew that, no, we didn't, he knew that, and he even mentioned it. He knew that he had to pay for us going up. He did mention it.
Okay, I would think so.
Okay. Well, I've got to email him anyway about the,
Okay.
oh, yeah, it was the same site.
Okay, yeah, so it's same
For
site.
the
one that-
adver-
that
the
his son was
advertising.
in tonight.
So I'll add on the application.
Okay, that would be
fee for site request as
proper,
well.
they can pay for it. Then, so that would be the normal way, but the other way is that somebody, like, somebody might just want us to help them with something.
Yeah, well,
And then,
I mean, if we do, it's still, they have to,
they should pay.
they should pay.
Right,
I
they should
think
pay.
I think they should pay.
Because it's not a lot of money. It's not like they're hiring a consultant,
Yeah.
you know, and get a guy out there and it's gonna cost $1,000 to go out and walk the site and
And
give him some
say,
advice, sage advice.
yeah, I think you'll be able to cut that tree, yeah. No, we
So,
should get
it. No, you're right. We should skip it. I was gonna say, out of some of the goodwill, you know, we can guide people or help them out.
We have done that in a lot of cases.
Right, we
but,
do that half the time.
but that shouldn't be the norm.
No, you're probably right. Because there is some money available in a bucket underneath your desk or someplace. Unless it's been taken to pave the roads or something.
No,
There was
they're not supposed to be able to touch that.
It was a significant amount of money.
It started off like $5,000 because it was one of the solar sites. And it was the worst construction job that I had ever seen in my life. And I was a contractor for 30 years, so there were so many things wrong. They cut trees on the next door property. They planted 200 trees, 150 of them died. I mean, it just went on and on and on. Everything was shoddy. So they ended up paying a $5,000 fine to us. I believe that's what it was. I don't want to be held accountable
So I don't know
for the
what his
amount of
money
money, but
But there is some money.
I know
there is
there is a revolving fund for the Concom that
Yes.
comes from the application fees,
Yes.
and maybe that pot of money as well, or maybe that's separate, I don't know.
So we can, and if we have to, or if we decide it's helpful to some individual,
some poor person.
go out and have a look, you know, but I think it's probably appropriate if they come and ask a question, they call you, what should we do, what should I do? You could say, fill out a site request form and we'll, whether or not you're building or, like, I have this one guy who's calling me direct right now. He's like, Larry Brandt put him onto me, so he's got to ask me some questions. He wants, you know, a lot of information because he's deciding whether he wants to, you know, buy or build, or what should he do, you know. I don't
Oh,
like.
no,
Is this Benjamin Brand?
Yeah.
Okay, I was talking to him the other day too.
How do you know that?
See, I
Okay.
refuse to answer those.
Yeah.
Because I just feel we start answering those questions, and if we're wrong, well, we're gonna be responsible.
Yeah,
No,
well,
that's a good point.
he came into the office, and this is the, what's it called, Pine Tree Lane, they're at the base of Mount Jeff Road, that goes by the
Oh, okay, Pine Acres.
apartments, condos, whatever the hell those
Pine
things are
Acres.
in there. Yeah, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, anyway, it's that lot. And it's got a stream running right through the center of it, which is all subject to watershed protection. And I showed him the map of what the buffer zones look like. And he took that away and was gonna think about it.
When was this? Today?
It wasn't today, I think it was yesterday.
Because he
It
sent
was
me a
it was
note
yesterday.
that I couldn't respond to. So I don't know if it's today or yesterday. It's interesting.
But I mean, you know, over the years, I've been asked by potential buyers,
Right.
and And so what? You say, well, yeah, I think you can build there, and then they start digging and
do.
water starts sprouting out.
believe me.
They sue the town because I told them that it was okay. No.
Plus, people ask questions and they hear what they hear, they hear what they want to hear, or they misinterpret what you say, and then they go off. And they told me to do this, and it was okay. And
Yeah,
no, it's not exactly how.
the unofficial.
I see what you're saying.
I don't think that's good. I mean, you can be a nice guy, but you think you can also get in trouble being a nice guy.
Right.
I don't know.
No good deed goes unpunished.
That's right.
Right?
Well, anyway, whatever you want to do with it. But you know, if you want to do a site visit gratis for somebody and still get paid for it, that's probably possible too. I don't think that the payment on these site inspection requests has to be paired with an application fee. As long as you've got a pot of money there,
Right, and there's something reasonable that we're doing.
you can still
You
get
can
paid,
do
you can still
that.
get paid for that visit without collecting from
Okay.
from the
Because
applicant.
we do try to provide a service to people. You know, they have questions sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, I can't tell you how much money is in there right now. So,
Yeah.
But we would never get,
I'll find out.
we're talking $40 here and $40 there if you're lucky.
We haven't taken much
No.
out of it. We haven't
No.
bought much.
No, like shoes and soil sampling kits.
We have waders and stuff like that in a closet somewhere. I think there's a field camera somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, best of luck with that.
That's if somebody draws somewhere probably.
That's interesting.
I don't know. But,
A couple extra t-shirts.
yeah, I have the boring equipment, the mallet.
You get the board? That's good.
Yeah. I threatened to turn that.
I
over
made
to you.
one. It's not as good as the one you have though.
I'll give you that
I
one.
welded one up.
Did you
Cut it
really?
out. Yeah, I did.
Oh, good.
Could I do
They're
soil
pretty
samples?
simple.
Yeah, do soil samples for
No.
fields. Too cheap to buy one, so I had a piece of tubing and then
You should have just gone to
borrowed one.
this gentleman and requested another one.
I could have.
Yeah, Concom could afford more than one boring tool.
I could. It never occurred to me. I always do things the hard way. So that's good. So I think that's clear. But the other thing is, if we do a site visit, if you do a site visit, we should fill it out and get it back to Mark. That way, there's some in it. There's some audit trail, and he has it, and he pushes the next button down the road it goes.
You know,
It's good. It would be better if like where I try to be. If I send a note, I try to send notes so everyone knows what's going on. So if you send it in,
nobody else knows.
no one knows that it's been done or not, and I can't worry about it if I don't know about it. So, anyway, but
You want public information.
well, the only other way to do that is to scan it and then email it to and copy everyone. But that's a pain in the ass. So whatever you guys want to do, since you're all volunteers, as long as he ends up with it.
Okay.
Anything else that's on anyone's mind?
I mean,
No public
No.
comments. Where are we now?
Or matters not reasonably anticipated by the chair? Public comments and adjourn. We're to the adjourn. I make a motion. Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second. All in favor? Thank you.